All right, Toolman, can we please have a one-word gun-themed prompt? No, you know what? Dog-themed prompt.
Oof.
Bark.
All right, here we go. 3,
Great.
2, 1.
I had some pretty bad experiences with dogs as a kid. Do you guys have any like mean neighborhood dogs? I remember this one little tiny yapping thing that literally would like chase us.
Really?
I think that's why I'm a cat person.
Well, also, you're raised with cats, right?
Yeah, maybe that too.
I mean, I think that'd be it. Hey, welcome to the Overtalking Podcast with your hosts, Ken and CJ. Say hi, CJ.
Baba Yaga.
This is the show where we talk over TV shows and movies as shows from our guests, but guess what? It's a new month. Bird month is over.
R.I.P.
So now we're flying high, and we're moving on to John Lai.
John Lai.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
That's right. If you didn't know, John Lai, of course, refers to all of the John Wick movies. That's what we're talking about all month of July.
A month-long celebration of Keanu.
That's right. But only the John Wick movies.
Yeah, and then we are ending with Ballerina, so technically not Keanu.
Yeah. Right. I think he makes a cameo. I'm not sure. Anyway,
Let's
we'll find out later on in the month. But we're kicking it off, of course, with the titular and original John Wick.
That's right.
And look, it's an action movie franchise. You know we have to bring him back. So returning for all month of John Lai, it's Steve the Toolman. Welcome back.
The boys are back again.
That's right.
What up?
The
real quick,
family's
did you
back
say-
together.
Did you say the whole month?
Yep.
Yeah. Does that not work?
Does that work
Well,
with
you
your
remember
schedule?
last time when I did Expendables and then I saw that brain doctor who said I kind of fucked up my brain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We remember. Do
Yeah.
you remember that?
Well, I remember after that. It took me like a year. When I was on the show with the last movie I did, I don't remember what that was. The Christmas one.
Me neither.
No, I did one other one after
I
that.
actually don't remember either.
Oliver, I think we all have memory
A working
problems.
man.
Yeah.
Working man, yeah.
Working Man. Yes.
Statham.
Yes, I remember
Bruv.
that. So my brain doctor said, don't watch upwards of 4 movies in the same franchise in 1 month anymore. And I said,
Upwards.
no way will I ever do that again. But you're saying I'm about to do that again.
You are about to do
Yeah.
that. We're all about to do that, including you, the
Bye.
listener.
Upwards
Hell
of by
yeah.
1, though. So
Yeah.
we'll see the smallest
Oh, it's
amount of
close.
effects.
Yeah.
It's close.
That's close. Okay, you know what? I could do that. I could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, does the last one count? It's not a John Wick movie.
It's
like-
just a ballerina movie.
I
From
think,
the
it,
world of John Wick.
I think it has a colon in the title where it says like from the universe of John Wick.
Colon.
Fast and Furious
Yeah.
presents Ballerina.
That's
It's
right.
from the world of John Wick Ballerina.
Awful title.
Cool
Ah.
title.
I think better than Fast and Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw.
I don't think
How
so.
dare you?
That's wrong.
Yeah. That's
We
just
can't
wrong.
start off with a take like that.
Come on.
This
All right,
early
start-
in John Lai.
All right,
Come
start
on.
over. New word prompt here.
Man, Barks makes some
Barks.
good root beer, right?
Oh, now you're talking.
You ever drink that? That's why I don't do the riffs.
We got some root beer candy from Trader Joe's, but it has like Pop Rocks in it. And my
Ew.
question is, why? Why is that?
Yeah.
Did they have
Is it
Pop
supposed-
Rocks in it?
Yeah, did you
Is it
not?
supposed to be like fizzy, like
I think
a root beer?
I think that's what they're going for is like their version of carbonation. Steve, did you not
Oh.
like feel that on your? You had some.
I guess not. I had one, and I said one was good.
Yeah,
More than one
That's-
would be bad.
yeah, that was the right amount.
Very
It's-
strong root beer flavor.
And insanely sweet.
No, thank you.
Yeah. We hosted another rowdy screening of this movie. Steve was over to watch this
Oh,
with me
nice.
and Emily and Eric and Carissa.
Cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for the invite, guys.
Yep.
Sorry I couldn't make
Oh
it.
yeah.
Just bring your
No
baby
problem.
over, hop in the company car. How's that going? How's the car?
Oh,
Yeah, how is the
company
car?
I was saying when we were watching, I was like, a lot of the stuff that was happening with the cars in this movie was kind of what I was doing with the company car.
The donuts
So
and
like,
the abandoned
yeah,
airport?
when Keanu was doing those donuts and stuff, I was like, that's something that someone who owns a shop shouldn't do with someone else's car. But
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 it's fun.
maybe I did that with someone's car.
Oh, maybe. Okay.
Maybe.
Look, while we're talking about the shop, it's the dead of summer at this point. What are people doing with their cars right now?
A common phrase we all use: the dead of summer.
It's peak summer and it's hot, so people are doing red because blue. We've already talked about
Which one?
Blue.
Make up your mind.
Both, but blue is normally like a cool blue, but in this case, it's nitrous hot blue. Super hot.
It's so hot, it's blue.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah. And again, I know I keep talking about snow tires. We don't have those on anymore.
Yeah, okay. Don't tell me those are still on.
At this point, we really should not have them on. Yeah.
I had drifted so much in the company car that the snow tires wore down to the
you still have
part
them
that's
on?
under the tires.
You broke the chains off of them?
No, I mean, I'm doing a lot of maintenance on it.
That's what I'm picturing
too.
With snow tires.
After the last record, I talked to the overlords, and we kind of got to talking about the money situation to pay for the car, and they're flush with cash. They pay me all up front, cash.
Wow.
How
come we're not seeing any of that?
Yeah, and I told them it was going to take just a little bit longer, but like I got paid.
Huh.
And I got paid for the damages I put on the car after I took the car.
Wait, sorry. Did you say you put damages on the car?
Yeah. I mean, the damages that were occurred in the scope of fixing the car. Not that I did myself.
Okay.
I don't damage I fix cars. I don't damage cars. But sometimes if I fix cars too aggressively,
they get damaged.
Then there might be some damage.
You fixed them so good, they got damaged.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do it in like a cool way. I'm not going to do it in like a lame, like, I'm going to fix your car. I'm going to fix your car.
Sometimes the car is not ready for it to be fixed, so it just ends up damaging it. But
yeah.
That's got to be in the right mood.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of just like go with my gut, and I don't have a lot of training in how to repair cars.
I'm sorry, what?
So my shop is a lot of just like general vibe-based repairs.
Okay.
I thought you guys knew that.
You're just looking up on YouTube a lot?
No, not even that. I'm just going with my gut.
Just ChatGPT. That's
Yeah, no, not even that. That'd probably be helpful.
Yeah, that would be okay.
You're just asking Chad GPT?
It's truly just stuff I've learned from the few movies that I've seen in my lifetime.
Okay.
Including
so the nitrous and
10.
But fortunately, I've seen all the Fast and Furious movies, so I know everything there is to know about cars.
Right.
Including Los Bandoleros.
Yes.
Which some people forget, but we don't.
John Wick, really early on in the movie, got a car shop going.
And the name of that car he has at the beginning is Hit 'em. That cool car he's got is, of course, say it with me, Steve, at the same time. Ready? A Ford
69 Mustang.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember the year.
Yeah, this guy's a car guy. He knew it.
Ken, do you know the year of the car?
It's 69.
Nice.
There you go. Nice.
Well, look, we're going to talk about John Wick.
Are we?
At some point. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Overtalking Podcast.
I lost everything. That dog was a final gift from my dying wife.
Jonathan, you got out once. You dip so much as a pinky back into this pond, you may find something reaching out to pull you back in.
It's personal.
It's not what you did, son. It's who you did it to.
Nobody?
But nobody. Is John Wick.
And we're back on the Overtalking Podcast for John Lie, and we're kicking it off with John Wick. And we've got the Toolman with us. Toolman, we're going to put 30 seconds on the clock for you to describe John Wick for someone who's not yet seen it without spoilers, but you can probably spoil the one thing at the beginning because this movie's old.
All right, ready? You're notoriously really good at this. Can't wait to hear.
Yeah, I am
go.
good at this. All right, so John Wick. At some point he was married. Wife dies. Super sad. But he's got a video on his phone where he's got his wife talking to him, so that's cool. So he likes to watch that when he's like feeling sad.
Oh no.
So anyway, he's got a car that he like cares a lot about. I think he cares more about that car than anything else.
10 seconds.
After his wife died. But then wife buys him a little puppy.
5.
And then
4,
shit starts going nuts
2,
from there.
1. time.
I mean, that's the spoiler-free version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, that might be a first on Overtalking where the 30-second summary includes going, anyway, just talking about something else.
Wait, everything I said was relevant.
It was.
No, I was actually thought it was good. Yeah.
That might have been my best one yet.
That honestly probably was. Yeah.
Yes, definitively.
We can spoil this. It's been out for like a decade.
Yeah, no, we can spoil it. I mean, like, yeah, we can spoil it. Look, we're going to be talking about John Wick. If you haven't seen it yet, pause, go watch it. I think they're all on Max right now.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh.
Go check it out and then come back. Okay.
What's Max? Oh, you mean HBO Max?
Oh, right. Is it back to that already?
I don't think it's officially back, but people are calling that now HBO Max again.
Yeah.
It's on Peacock or Hulu. No Max.
Oh, okay. I was wrong.
You know, the best ones.
We all use free ads for Max now. I mean, HBO Max. The cock.
Look, we're sneaking in ads left and right here. Any way we can get them.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, dog dies. Sorry.
Yeah. That was, so we, like I said, we watched it with Eric, Carissa, and Emily, and Eric and Emily were the two that had never seen this before. And that was Eric. That was like the one thing he knew about the movie going in was the dog dies. I think that's like a known thing.
Did Emily know? She didn't know?
I don't think so. And she was very afraid. Did anyone tell her
before it got to that point?
We were discussing it at dinner beforehand, and she knew it was coming.
She very quickly knew where that was headed.
Yeah, and may have left the room for a minute when that happened.
Yeah, Meg left the room, even though she's seen it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're talking about the plot of this movie, that's the plot.
Yeah.
The plot is dog dies, revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a simple
he's a
revenge movie.
Previous hitman, retired hitman.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, some effect like that. And then, comes out of retirement to kill the people who killed his dog.
Which I like that because in the last couple of movies I've watched, it's like I'm working at a construction site, someone steals my boss's daughter, revenge. I'm a beekeeper, someone scams an old lady, revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Someone steals my car, revenge. Heist. Yeah, so that's all the movies that I watch.
Someone steals the bank vault, revenge.
Yeah.
Heist.
Before we get too far into this movie, maybe we should just set the scene for John Lai. How many of these movies have y'all seen before?
All of them, except for Ballerina.
All of them,
including Ballerina.
Except for Ballerina. Okay. I was thinking about watching it in theaters, but I don't watch other movies aside from things I watch on the podcast for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, but this would qualify now, I think.
Then I heard this was happening. But then I thought I was just going to watch one John Wick movie. I wasn't mentally prepared for a John Lai.
Who did you hear that it was happening from? You said you heard this was happening? Who did you hear from?
You. I think the whispers. Right? Yeah. But then I don't think, my brain doctor says I shouldn't be stressing my brain too much. So who knows where this information's been coming from? I can't remember. Expendables has still, again, been kind of fucking me up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, the name alone is
incredible.
Almost as weak as this one.
Well, I mean, I think this one rolls off the tongue. John Lai is. I mean, I don't think there's any other months it would sound good for. I heard someone say January, and I'm like, you have to be kidding me. That's the stupidest one. Joggist?
Joggist. Damn it. We should have gone with that. Fuck.
No. John Lai is the only one you truly could have done it for. That one sounds good. Sounds really good.
I mean, we could have just done John, and it would have been June.
Yep.
This John.
This John. I have to give my lovely wife Emily some credit that this was her pitch a while ago, but her pitch was to do it in February, and it was going to be Wikiwary. And then my punch up was, what about if it's in January and it's January? But nope, here we are in
John Lai.
John Lai.
Look, only a certain number of months have 5 weeks in it, and there's 5 movies, so we had to make some concessions with the name.
It wasn't our choice.
It was not our choice at all. Getting back to what we've seen, I've seen this movie and maybe the next one.
Oh, wow.
And that's it. I have not seen the rest of them for sure.
Dang. This is going to be great for you. They're good.
Hey, if you like this one, you'll like them all because they're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or so I've heard.
I am curious how really different they can be after a certain point, but we made it through Expendables and that was different each time somehow. So
was it?
I mean, I think the refreshing part of this series is that when we watched John Wick the other day, I was like, it feels like a real movie.
Yeah.
Not like any Expendables movie. You watch it, you're like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
There was no part of it where it felt like a cohesive story in any of those movies except for maybe two. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. That is my concern with John Lai as well, is that these are actually good movies with real good actors in them. And that's just not the content we've covered typically with this crowd. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
You're just talking about Expendables only though, right? Because every other movie I've talked about has been good.
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes, that's
10s
correct.
Across the board.
Okay. So it shouldn't be hard. It should just be like jumping right back in the saddle.
I guess it's no different. You're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Now that we're all on the same page. Yeah, this does feel like us kind of owing you, Steve, where this is like a make 'em up for Expendables. Like, hey, sorry about that.
That's
you
okay.
want to watch some good stuff?
This might heal your brain.
There's a lot. Yeah. I mean, I think that is a valid way to look at this. And I think, again, it's easy for my brain because the plot, again, is dog dies revenge.
Yep.
So it's not a whole lot to really wrap your brain around, but it's still a good movie.
Yeah. It was interesting, like, since I have seen them all and I know where it goes as far as like world building, it was cool to see this again and realize like they are just barely giving you little hints of stuff. This truly is like such a good launching pad for the franchise because you just get established like there's this like assassin hotel. They only do work in these like gold doubloons, like they're pirates or something. And like, there's rules to that, and there's a sanctity to the hotel, the Continental, and like that's it. And you're like, I want to know more about like the backstory, like where are these people from? How this
they give you
together?
nothing about the backstory. They're
It's
just
awesome.
like, this is the hotel, and don't kill anyone here, but kill everyone else wherever else you want.
Yeah, it's great.
Is that where it goes? I assume.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Hey, Ken. I mean, you've seen the second one though. You saw he has a fresh new dog.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. There's two things. There's two issues I had with this movie.
Uh-oh.
One, let's get back to the hotel, right? There's a sanctity of the hotel where you're not supposed to do quote unquote business in the hotel, aka kill or fight anyone. During the course of this movie, one girl from Friday Night Lights tries to kill John Wick, and at the end of the movie, they gun her down. But they do it in a way where they have four men come out crisscross style,
surrounding her,
all shoot at her at the same time, and somehow don't hit each other, even though two pairs of them are standing directly across from each other.
You don't know that, Ken. The view of the camera, we don't know that for sure.
Camera,
they could
I'm
be
assuming they're
feet.
lined up like a 5-pointed star, so no one's exactly across from each other.
Yeah, they're
so
experts,
Ken.
Gaps.
Yeah,
they're professionals.
It just seems like it's unnecessarily risky. But yeah, I guess they are.
But very cool.
I think they all had really good aim, so all the bullets collided in one and lodged like in her brain, and she died.
All directly inside her. Yeah,
yes.
That's what happened. Yeah,
that's what happened. They're all really good, and that's why she exploded.
Yeah, there's that post-credit scene where they explain that's what happened.
Yeah, because he doesn't explode during the real movie, but then the post-credits it cuts to her brain and she explodes.
That's right, like a fatality in that one
Combat.
video game.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the other issue I have. And you mentioned at the end of the movie, I guess this is the only other spoiler, he gets a fresh dog. By patching himself a fresh dog. Fresh off the
normal way
press.
to say that.
Yeah. Now look, he's patching himself up in a vet. There's a bunch of dogs in kennels there.
Mm-hmm.
This dog has a collar. This dog is definitely someone else's dog. He just stole someone's dog. Did he not?
Maybe
Dude, he thiefed a dog. There's going to be someone else going to get revenge on him. Is that what the second movie's about?
Maybe he put the collar on.
No, it was on when he took him out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That might have been a continuity error.
Yeah.
Or is it part ballerina? Maybe that's what they're going to talk about. Does the ballerina come back for her dog?
Was that her dog?
Ken,
That's
no
cool.
spoilers. I'm not going to answer any questions about the future movies.
Okay.
So we established that in each movie he's going to get a fresh dog.
Yeah.
I kind of hope so. Like he gets a new car and a new dog each time.
Every movie in the first 10 minutes, the new dog dies.
new dog
and he has to get revenge.
By John Wick
People
4,
can't get enough.
he started a dog walking business. It's like him and 10 dogs.
Oh no.
That's how it ends.
All of them die. He just keeps getting multiples of the dogs.
Yeah, it's like, well, now I got to have a backup. I should just get
You're
two
right.
at a
And
time.
the ballerina is actually the vet from the same place that he keeps getting these dogs
That's
from.
right. And it
That's-
was her dog.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Blowing my
Okay.
mind.
Oh man, we're really
Okay,
spoiling
okay.
future movies here.
I can't, man. I already am so excited for you to see 4. It's so good.
Well, couple weeks.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Ken, you too. You stay tuned.
What else about the first?
I think this movie, we brought up how the guy that steals his car and his crew that kills the dog is from
Oh,
Game
yeah.
of Thrones, Theon. And in Game of Thrones, he gets his dick cut off. And that's how he is for like multiple seasons. In this show, he's getting hunted by Boogeyman, Baba Yaga. So this guy just fucking can't catch a break. But it leads me to believe, like, hey, if you had to take a choice between getting your dick chopped off or being hunted by a John Wick level assassin, what would you rather have happen to you?
Well, in one, I'm still alive, and the other, I
Yeah.
die. So, I don't know.
Yes.
Oh yeah, is it assumed that I am dying in the John Wick one? Right.
Well, if John Wick's hunting you, then you will probably die.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
His dad flat out is like, go hide or get away from me because he is going to come for you and kill you.
I guess I'm peeing sitting down. I don't know.
But you're also rich in the one where John Wick hunts you.
Not
So
for
you could
long.
live it up. Not for long, but you could really live it up.
He lived it up for one night. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was at a club with a pool in it and waitresses that were walking in the pool. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's pretty cool.
nuts.
Yeah, that was an observation of our crew was the servers were wearing stilettos and having to walk into the pool while
Ooh.
carrying champagne in high heels.
That's worth a tip. That is
That's
a
skill right
difficult
there.
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
What else? And then
The Green Goblin's in it.
Green Goblin's in it. So that's
Green
cool.
Goblin is in it. Yeah.
He
He's
would have
on
done a lot
rooftops.
more damage with pumpkin bombs rather than what he was doing.
Yeah.
Shooting with a sniper and missing.
Mm-mm.
And then we actually had, I'll give Carissa credit for this one. We were talking about how she mentioned how Keanu Reeves and Adam Driver are kind of like the same archetype of person because they kind of look the same.
Which I disagree with, by the way.
I'm not.
Well,
yeah.
I think it just kind of begins and ends at their longer black hair.
Yeah,
but
it's
then
like
I
tall
said-
white dudes with black,
Yes.
dark black hair.
And then I said Alan Rickman, Professor Snape in Harry Potter specifically, fits that too because he also has long black hair.
Yeah,
So you could just
Straight
interchange them
hair.
all.
yeah.
But I think that would work. I think you could just like any spin-offs, any cameos, any one of those three. R.I.P. Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
So any one of those two.
So then we were watching the movie, picturing Alan Rickman in all the scenes that were happening, and what that
Yeah,
would do
would
to
It
have
him.
actually
been
made for
pretty good.
a pretty good viewing experience.
Yeah,
So I was watching it in a more magical world where Snape was the main guy and the Green Goblin was on his team.
yeah.
That's pretty great. Even if John
Yeah.
Wick had the like cloak that Snape had, he was running around in that the whole
Yeah.
movie,
Pretty good.
that would have been pretty good. Yeah.
We were also picturing like the scene where he's like loading up all his gun and putting body armor on, and then he like sticks a wand inside his body armor instead of a gun
Yeah.
to like head out.
Really cool just scenes where people are getting their guns out though. That's what John Wick's about.
Yeah.
Like sledgehammering a floor to get your guns and your doubloons, and then Green Goblin's getting his box of guns, and then the other girl is getting her box of guns. It's pretty cool.
It's all montages. It's great.
There you go.
It's what you need.
I
That's
don't know
like-
if this happens in future movies or not, but I really want to see one of these hitmen just need something from 7-Eleven, and all they have is these like doubloon things, and they
It's
try
like,
to
what
pay
the
with
fuck
that.
is this? I get.
I mean, it is gold, right? So
Yeah.
it might work. I don't know.
It certainly looks fake. Like if somebody put that on the counter, I'd be like, "There's no
Yeah.
way this is real." I'd do the like bitey thing to see if it was real and stuff.
But would you even know what the bite would feel like of gold? Have you ever bitten gold? Hard?
I'm just making sure there's not chocolate in there.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's it.
It's not foil chocolate.
Yeah. I did like that, like to get into the secret bar of the hotel, there's like a little coin slot that he has to put one of the coins in as like a...
I love that.
Yeah, I was like, this is cool.
We have no frame of reference for how much one of those coins is worth.
No idea. Because it's only 1 or 6 we see payments in. That's it.
Because I feel like he's paid someone with 1 coin, and then he got into the club with 1 coin. So, like, that's crazy if those are worth the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, this is a really high cover at this club, man.
Yeah.
And then you still need to pay for your drink when you go in, because the girl says this one's on the house. So the drinks aren't even covered.
Yeah, the drink is probably 1 coin.
Oh, my God.
The only currency is coins.
Or she's doing the funny thing where, like, drinks are free, but she's like, hey, this one's on the house. And like, but they're free.
Does he pay the doctor in there to sew him up? Or is that just like part of the hotel?
We don't see we don't see the payment. But like the cleaner crew that comes to clean up the dead bodies gets paid in like 6 coins.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6 coins? Okay.
I think like 1 per body, it seems like, or something
So
like that.
it was a dinner for 12, right?
Yeah.
So it's one for 2.
Yeah. 1 coin per 2 bodies is the payment.
Yeah.
And their cleanup crew is like 6 people too, so they all get 1 coin out of this. You'd hope.
Yeah.
That's probably it. Okay.
I don't know, but the guy with the hat seems in charge. He's probably taking like a finder's fee, like a manager
he probably
cut.
takes 3 coins at least.
Yeah. So and then the rest of the guys are splitting it.
They just have to hold the coin.
That's why you got to unionize. You got to get.
That's especially when you're in that line of work too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bodies to clean up like every day probably for those people.
Yeah, they show up again when the woman gets killed by 5 bullets at the same time.
They all combine in the middle. It's only 1 body, so it's probably half a coin.
Yeah, so like in future movies, do we ever see them like popping a coin in half or anything?
No, spoilers, Ken.
Okay,
I'm not going to tell you.
We're going to be watching that so closely now.
Yeah, things to look out for in future movies.
I'm not going to tell you about the machine that cuts coins.
Oh, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
Okay,
and the chocolate coins.
I'll edit that out.
Chocolate coins. Oh, a new type of currency. Okay, the gelt. It's time for.
Hey, did you know that?
That's right. We already said it, but for new listeners, this is the trivia portion of our show where we pit our guests and CJ head to head to see who knows the most about what we watch. Toolman, CJ, are you two ready?
Baba Yaga.
Yep.
All right. First question is just closest. How long did Keanu Reeves train for the role of John Wick before filming began?
2 months.
6 months.
Bummer. The answer is 4 months.
Shit.
Nice.
Okay.
Close is not going over there, right?
Didn't say that. No.
Well,
So I think
we'll both take half a.
Yeah,
we'll
we
take
both
half
get
a
a
point.
point. We both get a coin.
Oh, we
Half
get
a coin.
split
Half
the
a coin. Half a
Yeah,
coin.
we
Split
each
the
get
coin.
half a coin.
All right. I'll count it. Next question. True or false? The directors of John Wick were originally stuntmen.
True.
Who had never directed
True.
before.
That's
Who
true.
had never directed before.
True.
True.
Okay,
It's
that's
still true.
God damn it. Thought me checking that out.
Wasn't he a stuntman or stunt coordinator on Expendables?
Was he?
Was
I'm
he
pretty sure
really?
we were watching the credits for Expendables. I was like, what's his name? Chad Stahelski or something? Or is that someone else?
Oh, that'd be
Hold
incredible.
on.
The director? Yeah, Chad
Yeah,
Stahelski.
Chad Stahelski.
Oh, he also worked on The Matrixes. You're right. He was a stunt coordinator for The Expendables. Wow.
Expendables, yeah.
The first
Look at
one.
that.
And the second
Wait.
one.
He was a stunt double on The Crow?
I was just going to say, yeah. He was a stunt double on The Crow. He was a body double for Brandon Lee.
Whoa.
This guy rules.
This guy's all over the place.
In
That's
Spider-Man
wild.
2?
Bird Month is still going on.
That's right. Wow. He did stunts in Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I love this guy.
Dang.
Wick is Pain is another one. Did I miss that? Or is this John Wick 5?
Where do you see that?
No, it's a documentary
yeah.
about the behind the scenes of the John Wick franchise.
All right. We got to do that in August.
No. Next question. What I would typically say what's the kill count in this movie, but I'm going to say how many people does John Wick kill in this movie?
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, need some time.
I'm going to go for an even. Oh, that's probably going to be low. I'll say 60 people.
Okay.
Oh, you think 60 is low?
No, I was thinking lower first. That might be too high now.
I'll say 30.
60 is still too low.
Whoa.
77 is the correct answer.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, he's just killing people left and right for some of these scenes. So
Yeah.
But most scenes.
But we know
it's
he killed 12 originally in the house, right?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I was counting
Like,
those.
it starts out.
Yeah.
But I feel like most scenes it's like him against like 4 or 5 people. It's not like him against like 30 at once.
In the club, he kills a lot of people. In the
Oh,
club,
that's true. Yeah.
He is like crushing. Like
Yeah.
he's just one-shotting like people through multiple levels of that club.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
true.
every second a body drops, basically. Okay. Next question. What real life martial art was heavily used in choreographing John Wick's fighting style? Was it A, Taekwondo, B, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, C, Krav Maga, or D, Wing Chun?
B.
I'll do C.
Toolman's on a roll. He knows his movies. Yes, it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
What was that?
Brazilian,
Brazilian-
whatever.
And what was the
Toolman
last
gets
one
a
again?
point.
Wing Chun.
Yeah.
Wing Chun.
Which is definitely a real one.
Yep.
Yep.
Gonna look that
Next.
up real quick. Wing Chun. Oh, it is a real thing.
It is a real one. It is actually a real one.
Wow.
True or false? The iconic nightclub scene was shot over the course of a single night.
True.
I'll say false.
False is the correct answer. It was over several nights.
Dang it.
I'm learning. Sometimes I just throw in random stuff and you
I
think
know.
it's true.
I know.
Okay. Next one's multiple choice. What unusual location was used for the Continental Hotel's exterior? Was it A, a courthouse, B, a brothel, C, a historic bank, or D, a high-end department store?
Bank.
Department
Okay.
store.
Bank is correct. All right, we're back to tied up.
Wow.
Next question. Keanu Reeves performed nearly what percentage of his own stunts?
100%.
Nearly 100%. See, that sounds plausible because we do see him a lot. Oh man, I think Steve's right. Nearly, because yeah, you're not going to say he performed nearly 82% of his stunts. I'm going to go with 102.
I don't know.
Okay.
Ken's mixing it up though.
Yeah, apparently this one thing said 90%. So,
damn it.
I guess you're wrong. I don't know. That was a bad question. Next question.
Was 90% nearly 100%?
I mean, yeah, it is. I guess. I guess you both get a point then. Okay.
Half a coin each.
We'll do that. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Let's round up now. Everyone's got 5 points then.
Yes.
5 coins.
5 coins. Next question is just closest. How many different types of guns did Keanu Reeves reportedly train with during prep for John Wick? I guess just different guns. I mean, not different types.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what that means.
Well, there's small ones and then you got big ones.
Yeah, I'm not a gun
There's
guy.
a little pew pew and there's
Yeah.
a big like.
The big boom.
And there's like the. And there's a. So that's at least 4. And then there's the. Yeah, that's like the shotgun, I think. All right, CJ, you go first on this one.
Oh, okay. A dozen.
Okay.
I will go 11.
The wrong direction. Sorry.
Yes.
CJ gets the point. 30, apparently. 30 different
There's
types.
30
different
kinds of guns.
Wow.
Okay, all right.
I don't know, man.
I'm more likely to believe Wing Chun than 30 guns.
All
Next question. We'll say that this might be the final question.
Okay.
What is the Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter score for John Wick in percentage closest without going over? CJ, since you're the lead, you will go first.
Oh, man.
Yep.
85. That's
Okay.
I already regret it. I think that's too high.
86.
86 is exactly correct.
You cheater.
Oh.
You fucking cheater.
I was just going to go 1 over whatever you said. Even if you said 90, I was going to go higher.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
One of you was cheating. One of you was cheating.
I
don't know who.
definitely was not.
All right.
I wasn't
well,
either.
Here we go. This is the tiebreaker. What is the audience score or the popcorn meter score on Rotten Tomatoes? Just closest. I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and then you both say your answer at the same time. Not a lot of time to think. Here you go. 3, 2, 1.
78.
93.
Ooh.
78 or 93. CJ's our winner because it's 82%.
Yes.
Oh. The audience gave it worse than the critics?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, right?
That's actually very interesting.
I think the critics were really keeping an eye out for like the stolen dog at the end of the movie, and audience really didn't care about that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, CJ gets all the coins then.
You get all the coins.
Yes.
All the doubloons. Just for fun, what do you guys think the audience? The letterbox score was? It's to 1 decimal point out of 5.
4.
3.9.
3.8. Okay. Pretty good.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Man, we really just don't get any 4s, huh? Letterboxd just kind of tops out.
It's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Above that. Well, it's time for our ratings.
You've heard us debating. We know you've been waiting. So now it's time to hear our ratings.
Steve the Toolman Taylor, what would you rate John Wick for you?
I'd probably give this movie a solid 9.
Okay.
Because, I don't really want anything else out of it. Besides, like, Green Goblin pumpkin bombs.
Spider-Man!
It has everything else.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to understand the plot, which is good. And there's a lot of good action. And the acting's all good. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, not nearly enough magic, though, right?
Not enough, yeah. And
where are the dragons?
Good car scenes. Pretty good car scenes.
Yeah.
Pretty good car scenes.
And car shop. That's good.
Yeah. We know that's what you like in a movie.
And 2 dogs. R.I.P. first dog. So, yeah.
Daisy.
Check a lot of boxes.
Okay. All right. I think I'll go next.
Okay.
Look, movie sucks. Bad movie. No, I'm just kidding. It's good. Yeah, I don't know. Other than the 2 things I called out early on, I have a hard time finding fault in this movie. It's a great ride. It's a good movie. Don't like the dog being killed, but you know what? Gets to steal a dog at the end, so it all comes full circle.
One in, one out.
Yep, that's right.
Fresh dog. Let's not assume that he's stealing this dog, too. I think that makes...
Yeah, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah.
It's too late. I've already assumed.
He kills a lot of people, but I don't think he's a bad guy at all. Even with that body count and possibly stealing a dog.
Okay. I'll give it a 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good movie.
Starting strong, folks.
Yeah. CJ.
For me, yeah, it's a hard thing, I think, to pull off in most movies where there really is very little plot, but it still works very well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of revenge movies. Nobody is fantastic. The ones Steve mentioned are, okay, but they're still fun. Man, yeah. I think I'm going to go an 8.3 because I know what's in store in the next couple of weeks, and there's got to be a little room to grow because I really don't think I'm going to be rating any of those any lower from what I remember.
I can't be rating this higher than CJ. I'm driving mine out.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Why?
In what world has CJ been the lowest score out of all 3 of us for an action movie?
What is happening?
Yeah. Essentially just you 2 because I'm usually 10s, except for Expendables.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
You shouldn't lower your score because of CJ.
I have to. I have to.
I'm not changing it in the official record. It's staying where it is.
All right. I'll correct you each time you bring it up.
Ken, you rated The Beekeeper higher than me, too.
Well, yeah. Beekeeper's a good movie.
I agree.
Wait. What
good.
did you rate The Beekeeper? Was this better than The Beekeeper for you?
Yeah, sorry. It was better than The Beekeeper. Ken I rated The Beekeeper a 6.5. He gave it a 7.
Okay.
I like The Beekeeper. I think it's a good movie.
I agree. I just liked it a little less, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when we're getting the problem I have is we're getting into the extremes here. Like we're nearing like 9s and 10s.
Yeah.
And so I can't be higher than you when we get this high. So
Why? You're allowed to enjoy things.
No,
That's good.
No, not allowed.
I mean, I'm always going to be on the higher end of it, so I'll be up here. Yeah. That's okay.
We're coming for you.
That's fine.
We'll join you soon.
Yeah, maybe. I'm excited. I am excited to see where this goes. Yeah, I do vaguely remember like the Continental coming more into play in the second one, I think. But yeah, I'm curious how they're going to continue that for at least 2 more after that, plus the ballerina stolen dog. So, we'll see how this goes.
New dog, new plot. You know where this goes.
Okay.
1 in, 1 out.
Rinse and repeat.
Well, really quick, while we're on the topic of the Continental, over on the streaming service The Cock, they came out with a Continental show. It was a mini-series.
The Cock?
On the Cock. Yeah. On the Cock, they have
on
the Continental show.
Yeah. It was like a 3 or 4 episode prequel to all of these movies.
Oh, shit. Well, we need to watch that. When was that released? Why was that
a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But
we'll figure out where that fits in.
It takes place in the 70s, so it's before everything.
Oh, so it doesn't matter at all.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it stars none other than notorious good guy Mel Gibson.
What? Does it seriously?
Yes.
What the hell?
Which I want to ask everyone, why? This came out a couple of years ago.
He's still getting acting?
Apparently.
roles?
He's the owner of the Continental in the show. He's like the head of the hotel.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the entire time. It really took me out of it. The entire time I watched it, I was just like, why is he in this?
Okay, yeah, we will not be covering that. But wow, that is interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't he in Expendables?
Was he?
Yeah, I think he was, wasn't he?
I think he was in one of them, yeah.
I mean,
but that was more,
that's
that
fitting.
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And that is fitting because they all...
pretty fitting.
They all are kind of shitty.
Hey, we don't have time. John Mai's already jam-packed with 5 movies. There's no... even if there was some less shitty person starring in the Continental, we wouldn't have time for it.
No, we don't have time. There's no room.
I was mistaken. It's 6 episodes, but...
I definitely don't have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tune in for Jongus. Oh,
Jongus?
No. Jongus is happening, baby.
It sounds like a disease. Like jaundice.
Oh, no, I've got Jongus. Oh,
Jongus.
no.
You really got to hit that T to like enunciate and clarify.
You can't say Jongus.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
It sounds
Jongus.
Jongus.
John. What's it actually? John. Why can't I think of the actual
Jaundice.
Jaundice?
Yeah. Yeah, it's John Lai. Is that what you're trying to think of?
No.
What are you trying to think of? How to combine John and August?
I was trying to think of the actual disease, jaundice.
Oh, jaundice.
But it sounds wrong now when there's John. Fuck it. Look, we're gonna have to go a little bit into
yellow, jaundice.
John Tember.
Wait, sorry, Google was wrong. It is 3 episodes. I was right.
Oh, okay.
I remember it being
October.
fine. I watched it on a plane. It was perfectly okay.
All right, well, we're going to talk about John Wick Chapter 2 next week. So tune in for that. It'll be riveting. And Toolman, thank you for joining us. Do you have anything you want to plug at the end here? Or any words of wisdom for our listeners?
Don't make any enemies at the gas station. We all saw what can happen here if you even just look at someone. And don't bring your dog on a joyride either. Or if you're going to bring your dog, strap it into a car seat or something. I don't know how that dog was not flying around when John Wick's just doing donuts all over the place. Yeah. That's dangerous. So I never do that.
Get a little doggy seat.
Yeah.
Good words to live by.
All said.
Well, we'll see you next week. Toolman, CJ, what do we have to plug?
Hi. You can follow us on all the things at Overtalking Pod. Call or text the show at USACat1591. Email us at overtalkingpod@gmail.com or go to our very real website, which we just renewed the domain for, overtalkingpod.party. It's a real website.
Had to keep it. We had an option to not, but we decided to do it. So
lots of traffic on that one, right?
Yep.
I don't know what we would do because we have all these old episodes. So, like, if we didn't renew it,
Can you go to overtalking.com or overtalking.johnlie.party for all the John Lai episodes?
Not yet, but maybe by the time this comes out.
You should buy that domain too. Get it ready.
try it, listeners, and
Hey,
leave a 5-star review if you happen to get through, or if you don't actually leave that.
Might as well buy Jogtus too.
Yeah, can you snag up Jongust?
It's gonna go quick. I know.
Jongust.party.
Get Jongust and Jongust, both of them, just in case.
Just in case. We don't want domain squatting.
Yeah. All right, I'll get right on that. Oh no, they're here. They're crashing through, doing donuts with a car. Oh, and fighting. Yeah. They're out of the car now. Now they're just fighting each other.
This donut sounds so weird.
It's almost as if that wasn't the right sound effect, but it fits.
It looks like CJ's pressing different buttons, but it's always a punch sound.
It's the same sound over it. Look, it's the Overtalking Overlords. They're here to remind me to remind you, if you like the show, please go on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and rate and review where applicable. Reviews are what help people find this podcast. Also, we spend the money in advertising, so if you like the show, please tell a friend and spread the word. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, leave us a 5-star review.
Woman.
And men. All are welcome to leave a 5-star review. And as I always say at the end of every single episode.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Bye.
This episode of the Overtalking Podcast was produced by Ken and CJ, edited by CJ. This week's special guest was the Toolman Steve. Music by Justin Peters. Be sure to rate and review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And tune in next time to hear the boys and Steve continue John Lie with John Wick Chapter 2. See you next week.
Yeah, I think I'm back.